Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of the Library Marketing Show. I'm Angela Hursh from superlibrarymarketing.com, the website where you can get lots of help with your library marketing. Before we get to today's topic, be sure to subscribe to my channel so you can get updates whenever I upload a video. If you have a topic suggestion for a future episode, let me know in the comments, or you can go to superlibrarymarketing.com and click on the Library Marketing Show tab. You'll also see all of the past episodes there, so check it out. So today I am answering a viewer question, and this person asked to be anonymous, but they wanted to know whether or not they should have one account on social media for all of their libraries, or if the library branches should each have their separate account. And they were curious about this on all of the different social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, etc. And my simple answer to this question is yes. And here's why. I know the arguments for why libraries like to have different pages for their different branches. Sometimes they even like to have different pages for departments. It's because people going to those branches have different wants and needs. Those departments and branches may have their own personality. I get all of that. But here's the thing. Having one page for your entire library system and running all of your promotions, events, neighborhood branch events, those kinds of things through the one social media page helps to keep your library branding consistent, so that everybody who sees your posts from your library knows that it's coming from your library. It all looks the same and they can recognize it as being from your library. It's also really difficult for those small pages to grow followers. It's easier to do if you have one page where everyone who uses the library system in your community goes to get their information. Much easier to grow followers. And with that bigger page, I will tell you that engagement is a lot better. One of the problems with having multiple pages for one library system is that you either have one person posting to a bunch of different pages and maybe not doing as good of a job as they could do, or you might have people at one branch posting to their page and people in another branch then neglect their page, and that makes engagement go down, and that affects the engagement for your entire library system. Those social media platforms are smart. They know that all of your pages are connected and coming from the same company, especially if they're set up the same way. So it's much easier to just have one page for the entire library system. So what do you do for those staff members who really still want to give some kind of personalized event information to the people just in their community? Use email. You can set up newsletters for each of your branches and send email to each of the branches. It's much easier, it's more effective, quite frankly, than social media because of the algorithms. You will know people who sign up for this, specific branch newsletter. They want information on that branch, and they're more likely to click on it and engage with your library using email. So if you want to give personalized information for branches, do it by email. All right, we are going to do kudos today. This might be a little self-serving, but I wanted to give a public shout out to my friends and former coworkers at the Public Library of Cincinnati and Hamilton County. This week they unveiled a new website and branding. So completely reimagined logo. Their old logo was like 25 years old. It hadn't been touched and it looks terrible. They did a lot of work while I was still at the library. They were planning to launch this website before summer, but then the pandemic happened, and they pushed through to the end through the pandemic, through furloughs and layoffs and a lot of the things that probably affected you at your library. It looks great. I know it was a lot of work. I know it was stressful, so I just want to give them a shout out. I'll put a link to their webpage in the show notes for this episode so you can see it, and be sure to give them a shout out on Facebook or Twitter if you're following them, to let them know they did a great job. That's it for this week's episode. Again, if you have a suggestion or you want to nominate a library for kudos, please let me know in the comments, or go to superlibrarymarketing.com and click on the Library Marketing Show tab. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.